Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a different one because I've never done a video like this one, but I thought maybe to catch up I would do a video going back to my vacation time and filling out some information. I do have in front of me my mode term with my mini happy planner. This is the one that I took on my vacation, but I have to be honest, I did not use it at all. I did fill out the information on where we're going to be every single day, but I did not use it at all. I didn't take it out for anything. I took it because I wanted to keep track of things, but it was just too much going on that I said, you know what, let me just let it be, and I'll do it when I get home. So this is what I'm doing right now, and I wanted to bring you guys along. So I'm going to keep this one here. I also have this that I printed this out before the vacation. This has all the detailed information. Okay, just in case, I just covered some information where it's our booking information and our room and all that stuff, just in case, just to be safe. So this, I printed this out before we went on vacation because this was an easy way for me to see exactly what we were going to be doing on what specific day, if we had an excursion or not, and if we did, at what time we needed to be there, and some details of it. So I have a front and back because this is week 1 and this is week 2. If you don't know, and this is the first time you're tuning in, hi, my name is Gigi, and I just got back from a 15-day vacation. On Monday, actually, we got back, and today is Saturday. The vacation was great, but the last day was horrible. So stay tuned in and you'll listen or you'll hear all about my vacation. So basically what I want to do is just write down just little details of where we were, what we did on a specific date. So our vacation actually started on the 11th. I already did this part. On the 11th, actually it started on Saturday the 10th. That's when we drove down to Miami. And we stayed at a hotel in Miami because vacation started actually on Sunday the 11th. So that's when we first got on the boat. And from Miami port, then the 12th we were at sea, so there's really not much here to write besides getting to know the boat. The boat that we went on was the MSC Cruises, and this one was the Seascape Cruise, and we had a good time. The only thing that I dislike about the boat was how the elevators work. You have to tell the elevator first which floor you want to go to before you get in the elevator. So, for example, if I wanted to go to the 16th floor because that's where the food was, I would have to press 16, and then there's 4 elevators, A, B, C, and D, and wait for, let's say the elevator told me I needed to go on C, and that takes 4 minutes. Elevator A, B, and D could be there, but if you get on it, you're not going to get anywhere because that one was not going to the 16th floor. So you had to wait for the C one or go up the stairs until deck 16. So I was on deck 10. Sometimes we did and sometimes we didn't because you get tired of going up and down the stairs every single time. So that's the only thing that I dislike about the cruise line. Just that and laundry. We actually had to go into a city in Miami to be able to do laundry when we got back the first week because they were charging $31 per 10 piece. So us females with our underclothes and our clothes, that's already 4 pieces. So it's $31 every 10 piece, I think it was. So we found it too expensive. With less than $10, we did laundry for the whole week for 3 people. So I know Miami because I used to live in Miami, so I know the areas, and it was easy because of that. All we did was just get an Uber and problem solved. So day 12, we were at sea. On Tuesday the 13th, we went to Dominican Republic. I'm gonna get this out of here because it's gonna be easier for me to write. Just put it here on the side. So on Tuesday, we went to Dominican Republic and we went to Puerto Plata. Today is Saturday and I'm making lunch so we can go to my mom's house and visit her, take her presents. So I'm just like everywhere. I took a test this morning. Thankfully, I passed it with 85%. So I am happy about that. So I am all over the place trying to catch up. In Dominican Republic, what we did was the top 10 best excursion. And that was fun. It was okay because you get to know the city area. You see how people actually live in Dominican Republic, or in that area, I should say. And you can get a feel of the country or the area. So that was kind of cool to do. And then on the 14th, which was the Wednesday, we went to Puerto Rico. So we are Puerto Ricans, so it was nice to be back in the island, even though I went in December for a funeral. But we just stayed in San Juan. We didn't do an excursion because we know Puerto Rico, and or most of us did. I like to go and visit Puerto Rico maybe for like a week and do different activities. Because most of the time when I've been to Puerto Rico in the past 20 years, it's been for a funeral. So that really sucks. So anyways, Wednesday we stayed in San Juan. We went to El Morro. We went to stores. We did some shopping. We got some really good deals at the Coach store. So we tried different things that is from our childhood. So that was great. I love that. And I was able to show that to my son, to let him know these were the things that we used to look forward to back in the day when I was younger, when I was your age. Well, not actually his age, because at his age I was already living here. So when I was between 5 years old and 12 years old. So that was fun. And then my mother-in-law was able to see her sister-in-law. So that was really cool because they haven't seen each other in like 10 years, I think it was what she said. So that was good. And we just walked around and relaxed. So that was awesome. Let me just put here El Morro and shop. So that was Wednesday. Then on Thursday, we were at sea. So I'm just going to put here at sea. And we were headed to Nassau, Bahamas. This one, it was fun. I haven't been to the Bahamas in years. So it was nice to see how updated and upgraded things were. And we were able to see a lot of people, famous people that own houses there in the Bahamas. We took a boat that took us to another island, and we stayed at the beach there. My husband and my son and my niece, they did some snorkeling. I basically just stayed with my mother-in-law, and we got in the water, which felt great. The water was so beautiful, like you were actually able to see your feet. That's how clear the water was. It was really nice. The water was a little bit cold at the beginning, but within like 5 minutes, then you'll be okay. So we had a good time there. The excursion name was a Blue Lagoon Island Beach Day. I got to see some dolphins, which besides butterflies, I love dolphins. Like if I can have a pet dolphin, I would be so happy. But I know that's impossible. So that's what we did on Friday. And then Saturday, we went to a private island named Ocean Cay that belongs to the MSC Cruises. It's a marine preserve, or I'm sorry, a marine reserve. And wow, I was amazed with how beautiful that island was. The water has so many different colors. Everything was so clear. And they have like different areas that you can go in. It's not just one island and everybody's in there. So you were able to go to different areas. We heard that people do weddings there. So we went and visited the area where they have the weddings. It was beautiful. I mean, you see the ocean, the different color blues and greens of the ocean. It was perfect. If I can post some pictures on the side of the screens, I'll be doing that for each place. So you guys can have an idea. In case you want to take a cruise to the Caribbean, I suggest you do it. If you're not scared of the cruises, if you're not scared of being in the ocean, I suggest you do it. If you're not scared of swimming, if you know how to swim, then do the snorkeling. It was amazing. Then on Sunday, we returned to Miami. That's when half of our family stayed and went home, and then we stayed on the cruise for the following week. Okay, so on the 19th, which is the following week, this is week 2. On the 19th, which it was Monday, we went back to Ocean Cay. And it was, again, another beautiful day, but it was so hot. I don't even know how hot it was. I just know it's like we were melting. Then on Tuesday, we were at sea. So I'll put it here, at sea. And then Wednesday, I think Wednesday was the first day of summer. We went to Ocho Rios, Jamaica. And we took an excursion to Puerto Seco Beach Getaway. So Puerto Seco Beach Getaway, it was great. We took a bus to the beach. The driver's name was Lou, and the person giving us the excursion, her name was Tanya, and they were very nice, fun people. And we had a good time because we sat close to the front, so we were able to hear what they were saying better and talk to them and ask questions. So Ocho Rios, Jamaica, it was just like your normal Caribbean island. Nice, cool, everything was like just like Puerto Rico, I guess I want to say. Very nice people. So that day we stayed at the beach, and that's all we did. We stayed at the beach. It's the only place in Jamaica that I've seen. I don't know if there's any other places in the world, but in Jamaica is the only place that I've seen people in the water actually selling new stuff. So that was different. That was kind of cool. The things that they were selling was like necklaces and bracelets and things like that. Things that can actually get wet. So that was Wednesday. And then on Thursday, we went to Georgetown in Cayman Island. So I'm gonna write that one here. My husband wants to take a week to go to the Cayman Islands. He loved it so much. We've been there before. He's been there many times before, but I think this is my second or third time going there. And what we did the last time and this time, we did the Stingray excursion or the Stingray encounter. So it was a boat, Stingray City Encounter was the name of the excursion. So what this was, we took a bus from the cruise, from the port. It took us to another place. From there we took a boat and we went in the middle of the ocean. And there's like an area where all the stingrays are, and that's where we went, and we got a chance to swim with them, touch them, hold them. And I've been there before. This time we did less. The good thing about it was that my mother-in-law was there, so she was actually able to take some pictures of us while in the water, because the last time it was just my husband and myself. And all we did was just take video from our GoPro because we couldn't take pictures. So, because we were too busy swimming with them and going underwater just to see the fishes and all that stuff. So that was amazing. I like going there. It takes a little bit of time, but it's worth it. If you like swimming, if you like snorkeling, if you like the ocean and you're not scared of anything, I say do it. Because it's a good experience. It's a fun experience. It's a pretty experience. And then on Friday, we went to Cozumel, Mexico. So I'm going to put that one here. I also been to Cozumel, Mexico. This time we did something different. It was the first time for my son. this time what we did, we went to we were gonna see the best of Cozumel, but instead we changed the excursion and we went snorkeling. So they picked us up, took us somewhere in a van, and then from there we walked into like this little, it's like an island type of thing. And not an island, because we got from the port on the van, and then from the van we went to like a separate beach. So I'm gonna interrupt the video really quick. Here's my niece, myself with the blue, and my son. My husband is the one filming, and we're headed to see a Jesus that they told us is down there in the ocean. So that's where we're headed. It's like a private beach because you have to pay to get in, but our excursion was, everything was covered. They have dolphin shows, they have sea lion shows, and then you get to swim and snorkel. So you have the three different things to do. We did the snorkeling. That one was a little bit more scarier, because once you go in the water and you get off the steps that they have, because there's no, like, it's just cement, rocks, and the ocean. So once you get off the steps, you have no place to stand up to feel safe. So whatever you're gonna do, you have to do it while you're on the steps. Once you jump in the water, you're on your own. So the water was deep. It was over 100 feet deep, and we were able to swim. They had like a Jesus underwater, so we were able to see that. After that, I got tired, so thankfully my son is a lifeguard, and he was able to help me get back to the stairs, because I suffer from really bad anxiety attack, and I was having a hard time breathing in the water from swimming so much. So I told him stay close to me just in case, because when I feel my chest super tight, I can't breathe, and I'm in the ocean. I can't stand up anywhere. So he kept having an eye on me, and my husband too, but my husband had the GoPro. So I'm like, I don't have to worry about that. Just keep recording, and my son will take care of me. So, but I was able to see the Jesus. I was able to see a big star. I'll try to put some parts of the video, if possible, in here, so you guys can see a little bit what we're able to see. But it was fun. It was a different experience, because when I went to Honduras, I was able to snorkel the entire time without any issues. So I don't know what happened here. I do know that the ocean was a little bit rough and the waves were a little bit bigger. So fighting with the ocean while swimming, it makes it a little bit harder. Maybe that's what happened to me. So thankfully my son was there, and he was just able to come with me and take me to the steps. Once we got close to the steps, I'm like, okay, I can take it from here. I swam to the steps, and I was able to get out with no problems. So, but that was Cozumel. It was nice. We had the food, we had drinks, and we just spent the whole day there. We were able to buy some stuff. So that was fun. Then Saturday, we were at sea. That was a lot of information for Mexico. At sea, and then Sunday arrived to Miami. And this is where we had the bad experience. So what happened on Sunday, there was a crash, a fatal crash, close to the port in Miami at 3:40 in the morning. Our boat got there like at 6 something, but we were at we had to stay in the ocean away from the port, because they were not letting any boats come in, and they were not letting any boats go out. Because of the fatal crash, they had to investigate, and they had to clean up whatever was messed up. So one person passed away, and they were able to find the body, and then the other person was in the hospital. And because of all that happened, we were supposed to be off our boat by like 9:40 in the morning, and it was like 9 p.m. and we were still in the area. I think we left the port of Miami about 10 p.m. at night, and we had to drive to Tampa. I live in Tampa, so that's almost 5 hours away. So we said, okay, we get to port at 7. We get off about like 9 something. We have enough time to go get the truck, get some lunch, and then leave, drive home. Well, once we got there, it was a different story. There were 3 different cruises waiting to get in the port. I don't know if there were any cruises waiting to get out. And then they had 2 cargo boats also waiting to get in. So everybody was just standing still in the ocean about 2 miles away from the port until they got the okay to actually go in the port. So that was crazy because our boat had a little bit over 5,600 people, 5,600 people. That was just one boat. So if you do the math, 3 boats at 5,000 people on each boat, that's 15,000 people. Plus the people that are going in on their vacation, they're already at the port. That's another 15,000 people. There's always like 5,000 plus. But let's just keep it on the 5,000. So that's 30,000 people in one place waiting. People waiting to get out, people waiting to get in. So it was crazy. That was a crazy long day. On our boat, they didn't let us stay in our room because of course they had to clean them. So we stayed in the theater and it was freezing cold. They played 2 movies. They had to give us breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So it was just insane, insane. Everybody was going crazy. People were getting upset. People were getting aggravated because they were tired of waiting. They were dying to get home. So I'm just sitting there, you know, it is what it is. It doesn't matter how much I complain. I can't do nothing about it. So I just let things be and let things play out because we didn't have any other choice. So we decided to stay on the port and then let my husband go get the truck that was parked in a parking lot in Miami, downtown Miami. So he wasted like 30 minutes trying to get internet because after the boat, I don't know what happened with the phones or whatever, and it was hard for him to get service just to get in contact with an Uber so the Uber can pick him up, take him to get the car so he can come back. So anyways, he came back. We got everything on the truck. We got in the truck. We drove to Fort Lauderdale because that's where I used to live before, in Fort Lauderdale, so I know it in and out. So we were able to get food in Fort Lauderdale, and we just wanted to get out of Miami and the craziness that was going on. So we got to Fort Lauderdale, did what we needed to do, and about like 11 p.m. we drove to Tampa. Sorry, I had a phone call and I forgot where I left off. But anyways, that was the long day on Sunday when we got back to the port of Miami. So it was crazy. But we left the area, like I said, like around 10. We took my mother-in-law home. She lives about 45 minutes from us. So we didn't get home until 3:30 in the morning on Monday morning. So since Monday, I've been trying to get things back together in the house, do the laundry. I saw that I had some videos already posted for you guys, so I was happy about that. But I still have to do videos or I would like to do a video for the budgeting, just to show you guys where I left off. What am I starting now in July? Because I'm starting the snowball effect. Because we did use 2 credit cards. My son used 1 that's also under my name, so that's 3 credit cards, and we're trying to pay them off. Because the things on the cruise, we bought them with credit cards. Because we always like to buy either watches or jewelry on the cruise. That's just our memory. So those things were on the credit cards. So now we're trying to pay some off, plus things that we added to the credit card before the cruise. So now it's the snowball effect and paying off our debt so we can eliminate all this credit card debt. But this is gonna be all for my video, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was nice to catch up with you guys and the vacation. It was nice to just catch up with my planner. Let me just take these things out. Catch up with my planner, write down my memories. So right now, since today is July 1st, actually, I need to move this over here. But I don't know if this is just for Monday, so I have it ready to, hopefully I can film a video. I won't have time to do that, so I will have to skip the first week of July. This is my July currently page, so I need to fill this out for July, and then this is this week. Today is the Saturday the 1st, so I need to fill this out. This was just laundry and cleaning the house again to start fresh. And then this is the second week of the vacation. And this is the first week of the vacation. So let me show you really quick my decoration on my mini. This was the first week of the vacation. This was the second week of the vacation. This right here is this week. So I need to move this. This is my currently page on my mini, and then I start the month of July, which I haven't done any decoration, and it's fine because I've been spending a lot of time at home between school, getting back on the groove of things because I couldn't do a lot of schooling during the schoolwork during the vacation because of the internet issues. But little by little, I'm getting things back together. So I hope you guys liked and enjoyed this video. I know it was a lot of talking, but it was a lot of let's get back together on track. And if you are interested in watching the budget videos, let me know in the comments below, because like that we can work together on budgeting ourselves and paying off our debt after the vacation, or after a vacation. My husband is already talking about vacation for next year, so we'll see what happens with that. This is all for this video, you guys. I hope you guys liked it and enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. It helps me a lot. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing. I apologize for all the talking, but it was a catching up video, and I will see you guys on my next video. Hasta pronto. Adios.